This is it. And here they come, led by the referee, Mr. Hooper. His assistants this afternoon, Mr. Hillier and Mr. Robertson. And this is how the two teams will line up. Firstly, let's tell you the Brentford team. No changes. David Button in goal. Jake Bidwell left back. Mose Odubajo as the right back. Harley Dean and James Tarkowski the centre backs. Toumani Diagouraga and Jonathan Douglas just ahead of them. Hotter on the right of midfield. Stuart Dallas on the left. Alex Pritchard in the centre, be the magician pulling the strings. Andre Gray up front. On the bench, Jack Bonham, Tony Craig, Alan McCormack, John Terrell, Alan Judge, Tommy Smith and Chris Long. For Fulham, in goal, Marcus Bettinelli. Right back, Jack Grimmer. James Husband as the left back. Nikolai Budorov and Michael Turner the centre backs. If they play the diamond, this is how we think they will set up. Ryan Tunnicliffe at the bottom of it. Danny Guthrie and Seiko Fafana either side. And Alex Kacaniklic at the top. That means up front, Paulie Woodrow and Ross McCormack. On the bench, Gabor Kirali, Tim Hoogland, Konstantinos Staphylidis, Matt Smith, Hugo Rodallega, Sean Kavanagh and Dan Byrne. So nothing like a bit of insomnia by Faithless in the background as Mark Warburton's coming across the pitch now, and you can feel those hairs now on the back of the neck, Dave.
No, it is. The atmosphere is electric, it really is. And so it should be. A local derby like this that hasn't happened for so many years. It's his fantastic atmosphere, and let's hope the game lives up to that. Yeah. Can't wait to get this going, Mark.
Dave, I don't want to say I can't take my eyes off of you, but let's hope we can't take our eyes off the bees. And we are underway as Michael Turner plays it high. That's Harley Dean's ball, and he heads it back towards the halfway line. Hotter up for it, but Husband is there, the man on loan from Middlesbrough. There is first touch for Hotter. Pritchard in the centre, who was fantastic for the under-21s when he came on in the week, showing what he can do. He'll step straight up to Premiership class next season. Here's Bidwell with his first touch on the far side. Can play it back to David Button in front of the Brentford fans. Kicks it high down the centre of the park. Andre Gray surely has fouled Michael Turner there. I think that was a tiny little bit of retribution for his last act at Norwich.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I still actually thought that was 6-1 half dozen the other. I think when the referees see it, it was definitely Andre Gray fouling Turner, but Turner grabbed hold of him to start with.
I believe you, Dave.
Trust me.
I'm not going to
trust me.
Argue with it. Here's Husband on the left-hand side. Plays it down the left challenge to Kacaniklic. It's one back by Brentford. Here comes Mose Odubajo up towards the halfway line. Plays it inside to Douglas. Douglas goes square to Bidwell. Bidwell has got Stuart Dallas, the Northern Ireland international, on the left-hand side. He's going forward, but it's one back by Fulham. Good play by Paulie Woodrow, plays it inside. Here's Ross McCormack, the captain of course as well. A lot of space here for Husband on the left-hand side. Husband gets the ball, Odubajo goes with him. Bright start here for Fulham. Here's Husband on the ball again. Now here's Guthrie. Guthrie actually playing on this left-hand side. Well intercepted there by Diagouraga, and a lovely pass out to Hotter. Hotter back to Diagouraga. Great football here from Brentford. Here goes Pritchard. Pritchard's got Hotter on the right-hand side. Finds Hotter. He can cross it here, and his right foot into the box. Good defending there. Will it come back to Pritchard? No, it's headed over Pritchard's head, and it's picked up by Douglas. And then Douglas to Odubajo. Odubajo back to Douglas again, halfway inside the Fulham half, chips it forward looking for Andre Gray in the box, just eased off the ball there by Budorov. What an atmosphere, Dave Morley.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? You hardly hear yourself think.
Here's McCormack on the right hand side, a lovely movement by Brentford down the park earlier. Here's Fafana, the Frenchman, very highly rated, plays out to this left hand side to Kacaniklic. Tries to get his cross in, good block by Mose Odubajo. Back to Kacaniklic again, the Sweden player. Back into the box, good header by Harley Dean. Headed away by Bidwell, helped on by Pritchard. Hotter will allow this to run across him and gets in a good challenge, and that will be a throw Fulham's way. Good tracking back there by Hotter. Hotter just saying the referee he was nudged, referee not interested. Husband, of course, was with Doncaster. The atmosphere is so good here, so good. Ball played over the top. Kacaniklic, he's through the defence here. Chance for Kacaniklic to score the first goal. Great save by Button. It's away for a corner on the left-hand side. He turned Harley Dean one way, then the other, and got a good left foot in. Dave, that could have been the first goal.
I mean, Button really had to be on his mettle there and pulled up a fantastic save at his near post there.
Amazing scenes.
I just think we just need to get hold of the ball and just take the sting out of it a bit. Because last time we got hold of the ball, we just wanted to get up the pitch as quick as we could. I think we'd be better served actually just passing the ball and just taking a bit of the sting out of the game.
Corner comes in, it's headed away by Dean, then Dallas just helps it on. Pritchard was going to leave that for Hotter, and Pritchard in the end got a vital touch there and plays the ball up towards Hotter. Hotter can't get there. The husband mops up at the back, and it's played all the way back to Bettinelli, who played well in goal in the week alongside Pritchard in that same England team. Here's a shot, comes into the box. A little bit of a weak one on his left foot from Cauley Woodrow, and it's rolled out to Jake Bidwell from David Bunn. I haven't heard an atmosphere like this at a Brentford game ever, Dave. I don't think.
I really hope you can hear this coming over our earphones, because it's unbelievable.
It's deafening.
It's just buzzing, it really is.
Here's Woodrow. Fulham have started sharply here. There's McCormack on the right hand side, halfway inside the Brentford half. Fofana, who got that second goal a couple of weeks ago at Huddersfield to secure the game. And now it's here with Husband on this left hand side, where they're doing a lot of attacking. Here's Fofana, he likes to go for goal. Good block there by Toumani Diargaraga. Dallas can't quite get there, and it's now back with the right back four, and that's been lost there by Jack Grimmer, and now Brentford can break. Here's Pritchard on the left hand side, gets the ball from Dallas, but it's well read there by Budarov, who plays it all the way back to Bettinelli in goal. For a Brentford throw, Dallas will take it. Dallas to Pritchard, back to Dallas again. Lovely little back flick. Can Bidwell keep it in? He does, and he gets a cross in.
Just didn't get enough on it, Mark,
no.
did he? If he'd got a little bit more on that.
Had to play it either into what you call the corridor of uncertainty, just ahead of the goalkeeper where Andre Gray was lurking, or further back for where Hotter may have run into.
And that was the ball for me, further back where Hotter was.
I've just seen a Fulham fan turn up in front of me holding a copy of the Financial Times.
That's what it is here, Mark, isn't it?
I've seen everything now. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, we just don't expect it at a football match. Ball played down the centre by Fulham. There's Mose Odubajo, read that really well, gets it back under control and plays it square to Diargaraga. He's to close down quickly. He's got Hotter on his right hand side, but he comes back towards Odubajo. Now he finds Hotter. Hotter tries to take on his man on this left hand side, Husband. A good block, then Harley Dean gets involved, plays it down the right channel. Turner with a little precise touch back to Husband. Back to Turner again. Oh, good block again by Diargaraga, mopping up everything as he always does at the back. He's able to turn, and he'll go all the way back to Dave Button. I have to say, it's a very good pitch out there, Dave.
Lovely pitch, isn't it?
Yeah. Grass looks a little bit longer than you would expect for us, but that will suit them. Obviously, they want every advantage. They know if we could play on snooker tables, that would suit us very, very well.
Yeah, I think it's so lush, Mark, so lush and green, it looks long.
It's a poor pass there by Button out to the left-hand side. You can hardly hear yourself think here. So a few people have been predicting a Toumani winner in the last minute. We really wouldn't be able to take that.
That would be messy.
That would be messy, yes, you're right.
So I think there'll be a lot of Brentford supporters on the pitch if that happens.
Hello to Richard and Claire and Leslie Desborough as well. And all of you listening around the world, well done Jonathan Douglas. Won the ball back there, but Brentford can't capitalise. Good play by Bidwell to keep the ball in on that far side. Now here's Diargaraga on the halfway line. No real chances of note.
No, but this is what I wanted them to do, Mark. Just play their passing game and take the sting out of it a little bit.
Here's the ball out to left-hand side to Pritchard. Pritchard to Dallas. Dallas short to Pritchard. Bidwell's made himself available. Nice ball to Gray. Gray, can he spin and get a shot in here? He goes back to goal. He's gone down to the bar and turns across and plays it behind. Hotter was there lurking.
Yeah, I mean, Andre Gray was obviously going for goal there, but the sensible ball would just be to pull it back into the, as you say, the corridor.
Is this a library, the Brentford fans? You can hear singing.
I think it's far from that, Mark.
Yeah. Turner plays the ball forward. Harley Dean with a good header inside to Pritchard. Pritchard kills it well. Tarkowski's beaten to it by Woodrow. They're breaking at pace here. They've got men over. Great ball into the box here. Oh, and a great challenge comes in by Tarkowski. They're appealing for a penalty, but nothing given. I think he got the ball there. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard down the left-hand side. Oh, he can't. That's a poor pass there. Dallas would have been in a good position. Here's Kacaniklic on the right-hand side against Bidwell. Bidwell gets his foot around it. Dave.
I mean, he certainly got a lot of the ball, but he got a hell of a lot of the player as well, Mark, didn't he? But the ref was right there, and straight away he indicated.
I think he got the ball first.
Yeah.
And they've got to be certain, certainly in games like this. Ball's whipped in on the far side. Odebeja doesn't deal with it well, just about gets it out of his feet in the box with Fofana lurking. Here's Husband on the halfway line to Fofana, the Frenchman. He looks dangerous. Going round Odebeja. Nice tricks, gets it back onto his right foot, edge of the box. Rolls it inside, one back by Kacaniklic, but well read by Tarkowski. And here's Pritchard. Here's Husband on the left-hand side, and then Jonathan Douglas takes him out, and that could be the first booking of the game. Referee having a word with him. I think it looked worse than it actually was.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not going to book him, I don't think.
No, I mean,
and that's really poor sportsmanship from Fulham. They're asking why isn't he booked here?
I say he won't make another foul though without being booked.
That's Husband, the former Doncaster man, who was asking for the booking.
There was no intent there, Mark, at all. I mean, he was clumsy.
It was a solid challenge. In comes the free kick from McCormack. Whipped in is a very good one, and a difficult one to deal with, and Tarkowski just gets a tip off the top of his boot and puts it behind for a corner on the far side.
Yeah, I mean, we're really under the cosh here, Mark. We need to steady the boat a bit.
Corner right on that far side. We have a massive post right in the middle of the corner flag here.
I suppose we can't really criticise about posts, but Griffin Park, we've got loads of them, haven't we?
Up goes the right arm. The corner is whipped in. It's a good one towards goal. Button so flapped at it, and McCormack had a chance at the far post, but I think the whistle had gone anyway. Button goes out to the left-hand side, looking for Dallas. Dallas being wrestled to the ground, it seemed, by Grimmer on that far side. Nothing given. Good skills by Fulham, but Odebeja wins it back, gets his head down, racing past McCormack, finds Hotter on this right-hand side. Hotter cutting in, plays it out to the left to Pritchard. Pritchard, he's going to get a shot in here on his right foot, goes to the top corner, 2 yards over.
It was quite a lame effort in the end, wasn't it? But brilliant bit of vision there by Hotter to pick out Pritchard.
Fofana, he's been impressive in these first few minutes. Lovely disguised pass by McCormack, nearly came off. Good defending by Diagouraga once again, but it's McCormack who picks it up on this left-hand side, tight to the touchline. Goes back to Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe, who was played against us for Blackburn Rovers early in the season. Now it's a nice ball down the left-hand side here. Is he onside? He is indeed. Comes back to Fofana, goes for goal. Good block there by Odebeja. It's Fulham who are looking more likely to score here, Dave.
He hesitated there, didn't he? And I'm glad he did, because if he hadn't have hesitated, he had.
Kacaniklic plays it up to Woodrow. Woodrow in the box, goes for goal himself and puts it 10 yards over the bar. But it's all Fulham.
It really is.
Bettinelli clears outfield. Good header by Bidwell. Inside to Diagouraga. Nice header on to Jonathan Douglas, who just chests it down to Pritchard. The Fulham fans appeal for a handball. Nothing given. Here's Douglas on this right-hand side. It's tried to roll that through to Gray instead of finding Hotter, which was the easier ball. Nearly came off. Here's Moses with Seiko Fofana for company. But Fulham win it back. Ball over the top. Buttons almost in no man's land. He just about got his angles right that time. Plays it downfield. Picked up by Turner. Turner only heads it as far as Diagouraga, who's mopping everything up in the middle there. And he plays that square to Bidwell. Bidwell over the halfway line to Gray. Gray's going to try and roll his man. Gray's past his man here. This is promising. Out on the left-hand side is Dallas. Just runs away from him a little bit. Have to play it back to Bidwell. Brentford have got bodies in the box. Bidwell leaves it back for Dallas. Dallas, will he have a go for goal himself? He will, and he tests Bettinelli, who's down to his right-hand side, but saves it well. It was worth a try, though.
Yeah, to be Andre Gray was right there, ready at the goalkeeper to spill the ball, and if he had spilt the ball, that would have been 1-0 to Brentford.
Here's Turner. Turner out to Husband. Well, Husband's got that totally wrong. Just apologises to his teammates. Brentford take the throw in quickly. Here's Odebejo. Chips it over the top, looking for Gray. Gray tries to roll. Oh, wasn't too much in that. Gray a bit disappointed by it.
Yeah, but I remember him certainly.
Yeah, he scored in the 2-2 draw here. It was a cracking game, and he looked a real prospect, and he decided football wasn't for him. Here's Hotter on this right-hand side, up towards the edge of the box. Oh, plays inside to Pritchard. Pritchard back to Hotter. Hotter was through there, and he was onside, but he couldn't control it. That was Brentford's best move of the game day.
Yeah, I mean, he had his back to the ball when it sort of came through to him, didn't he? It was a shame, though, because he just beat the offside trap.
Yeah, he was onside, and if he controls that, I think Fulham thought Pritchard was going to go for goal himself, but Hotter ran into the box. Hotter's not shooting as often as he used to. He used to shoot on sight, but
I think some of that might be Jonathan Douglas shouting at him, I think.
Turner goes all the way back to Bettinelli. Brentford having a good spell here just for a minute or so, just taking the sting out of the game. Now here's Pritchard, edge of the box. Still with it, Pritchard. He will have a go, will he? No, finds Hotter. Hotter is inside the box on the left-hand side. Back to Pritchard again. Pritchard trying to create space. Chips it to the far post. Oh, it's there. The offside flag has gone up. Andre Gray was in a very good position, but the offside flag has gone up everywhere. They all stepped up. There probably wasn't too much in it. Now there's Jonathan Douglas chasing back. Can't afford to take down Guthrie there, or he will go into the book. Fulham win it back in the midfield. Now here's Seko Fofana with Husband on the overlap. Husband plays it into the box. Brentford have got to win it back here, and they do well. Now here's Pritchard, gets the ball from Tarkowski, and now Brentford are breaking. It's end-to-end stuff here. Brentford far more into the game now. Unchallenged Pritchard up towards the left-hand side. Dallas got a chance to play it in the box. Goes back to Pritchard. Pritchard looking at his options. Goes back to Diagouraga. He can go square to Douglas. Douglas just outside the centre circle. Goes short to Hotter. Hotter's cut in field a little bit. Now he goes wide to Odebejo. Back to Hotter. Hotter chips it to the far side, looking for the run of Pritchard. Pritchard does keep it in play. Oh, lovely little swivel to get goal side. Fantastic skills. Now back to Bidwell. Bidwell takes one touch. Now here's Dallas. Dallas chance to shoot here, and he does, and he scores! Brentford take the lead at Craven Cottage. Stuart Dallas on 24 minutes.
The goalkeeper hardly moved, Mark. Did he hit that? Didn't leave the ground much, but it hit the back of the net.
Great scenes away to our left-hand side. Fulham 0, Brentford 1. The Brentford fans, who haven't had too much to shout about in this game, it's Brentford who take the lead. Just been coming into the game more and more. One or two sighters for Bettinelli. And there is a great move. Pritchard did so well to keep the ball in play on the far side. A few tricks, gets goal side. The ball finds its way back to Dallas via Bidwell. And Dallas, well, he had a shot early, just 5 minutes ago against Bettinelli. That was just a sighter. This one, mate, you pick out the back of the net. Here's Buda. Oh, it's just a side pass there to Turner. Only just came off now. Here's McCormack. This is dangerous going through the centre. Out to the left-hand side to Fofana. A few tricks here. Tries to drop the shoulder. Plays it back. Here comes a shot just over the bar. Really good one there from Kacaniclic, the Swede.
It's quite funny. I mean, it was always going over, but David Button made a real sort of spectacular Superman type attempt for it, didn't he?
Well, Tarkowski and Button have just about played their way out of trouble there, and then a great header down the line by Bidwell into the path of Dallas. Dallas has just lost the ball, though, so he's played over the top, and out comes Button. He's going to have to win that, and he just did. Just got there first, ahead of Woodrow.
Another split second, Mark, and that could be a sending off.
I think it'd have nearly decapitated Woodrow as well, because he actually went up almost kung fu style to it and just got there first. He wasn't favourite for me, Dave. No. I thought for that second, this is going to be the game changer.
And that was really led to a mistake from our goal scorer, Stuart Dallas, really.
Yeah, but he's won it back there, and he finds Pritchard. Douglas goes back towards Harley Dean. Harley Dean, edge of his own box. That's too heavy for Hotter, is it? Hotter can't quite keep that one in.
Yeah, but he had to step 2 yards off the pitch to keep it in, didn't he? He was too far off the pitch.
There's Guthrie mopping up at the back for Fulham. There's Michael Turner. Turner gets his head down unchallenged up towards the halfway line. Chips down this left-hand side, goes over the head of Odubajo, going to be picked up by Fofana, who's looked dangerous, looks like he can beat Moses, and there's not many players you can say that about, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure he beat him in a straight race, but I think because Moses is sort of flat-footed with his back to it, he's always got the upper hand, doesn't he?
Ball into the box, no one challenging for that one from Fulham. I don't think anybody thought he had a chance of getting a ball in there.
Yeah.
Ball now back with Button. It's all calmed down here now, Dave.
Yeah, it has. Thank God.
Here's Dallas. Dallas, he's not going to have another go, is he? No, he plays it through, and he probably chose the wrong option there. He was looking for Gray when Hotter was free on the right-hand side. He tried to play the cuter ball, and it didn't quite come off, and now Fulham are breaking. And the ball's into the box. Good challenge there by Odubajo, and out comes David Button to save the day. Tunnicliffe charging forward that time. A little bit fortunate there from Brentford.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic defending though, Mark. Really putting your bodies on the line.
Here's Diagaraga, who's he's fallen on one of the white lines there somewhere. He's got a big white mark across his head.
I thought it was a new hairstyle, but he hasn't really got much hair to talk about, has he?
He hasn't. Here's Tarkowski coming forward. No one back apart from Harley Dean in our half. Tamani has to step back, and they're going to have to now because they're defending it. Brentford are giving the ball away cheaply, and there's Husband free on this left-hand side. He's charging forward, and he's round Odubajo. Odubajo's back. He slipped on the floor. And he's played a ball on the floor. If he timed that wrong, it would have been a penalty, and he's just got it right. And Brentford try to come forward. Pritchard's beaten to it. A lot of space for Fofana here on the far side. Fofana goes for goal, and it's gone across everybody and behind for a goal kick. No, actually, it's just come off the feet there of Harley Dean.
Harley Dean sort of back-heeled it.
Just got a little flick off the back of his feet. Brentford nearly punished there. Just lack of concentration, giving the ball away cheaply.
Yeah, it's too casual in midfield, isn't it?
Now you're getting the Fulham fans going again.
Yeah, that's what we don't want. We don't want an extra man for Fulham, do we?
Corner on this left-hand side, right in front of the old building. Up goes the right arm, ball inside. That's a poor corner. It's so easy for David Button. There's no Fulham player near it. And Button goes long, trying to find Gray. Gray against Rimmer. Rimmer's got the better of that. Andre Gray has hardly had a touch this afternoon so far. And they play it down this left-hand side again to Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe overcomes Johnny Douglas to try and mop up. Gets it out for a throw. The Fulham fans, who've been quiet for the last 10 minutes, just found their voice again, Dave, and that's just come down to
I mean, it's
a bit of carelessness in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, it's all on-field generated, isn't it? You know, Fulham get a chance, and it builds the crowd up, and you know, one leads to the other.
Yes. Just outside the box is Tunnicliffe. Is it wide to Fofana, then out to Grimmer. Grimmer level with the penalty area on that far side. Teasing Dallas, wraps his foot around it, gets into the box, but Johnny Douglas can take a touch, and he's bringing the ball out to the edge of his box. Oh, and Bidwell's played it behind Bidwell instead of ahead of him, and Bidwell's had to turn, and he can't keep it in play, and they've won but the ball back again cheaply. Brentford inviting a bit of pressure unnecessarily at the moment. Here's Danny Guthrie in the centre, comes forward towards the edge of the box. Ball's played forward, and they've won another corner. They've got it. And up goes the right arm, expecting a better corner this time. This one's to the far post, and Turner, that was grappling there with Bidwell, and that's just going to go. Oh, that's just gone out for a goal kick. It actually hit the corner flag, and apologetically went the side we wanted it to. There's Jonathan Douglas sitting deep again today. He finds Dallas, nice ball, and then Dallas out to the wing to Hotter. Hotter kills it nicely, cutting in field. Tries to play the ball inside. It's going to break to Bidwell. Bidwell just outside the box here on the left-hand side. A take on Fofana. Plays a short ball to Dallas, then back to Pritchard. Pritchard is going to create space here, plays a ball inside, then back to Dallas again. Will he have another go on his left foot? No, he's going down to the byline. Plays a good ball across, back to Pritchard. Pritchard beats his man, plays it across and straight through to Bettinelli. Andre Gray not far away, Dave, but just not reading it. It's just not happening for Andre.
Hotter was there very close as well. It wasn't as bad a ball as it looked, in all fairness. It was millimetres out.
Brentford were on the brink away from doubling their lead. Here's Fofana. Oh, poor ball by Fofana to Andre Gray. Andre Gray keeps it well, and Diagouraga spreads it wide quickly to Odubajo. Now to Hotter on the wing. Jonathan Douglas is in the box on the far post. Here is Hotter, tries to go for goal. It's deflected away. Fofana is nearly dispossessed there by Douglas. Just about does enough and gets the ball up to McCormack. In goes Tarkowski, has to win that. Didn't win it, but gets enough on it. Ball played forward. Great block by Harley Dean, but the foul has taken place before Odubajo on Husband, and I think he's going to be the first to go into the book this afternoon. Strong challenge comes in by Husband. They're appealing for a corner. Nothing given for Fulham. It's a Brentford goal kick. And David Button strolls over as if he's taken an afternoon walk down the King's Road to get that ball back. No hurry. Plays it out quickly to Tarkowski, gets his head down, comes up towards the halfway line into Douglas. Douglas, nice ball to Pritchard. Pritchard goal side now. Gray making a run. Pritchard still with it. Still Pritchard. It's a chance for Dallas. He's offside. He's offside. The flag went up late.
Very close.
Good save by the keeper anyway. Great ball threaded through. Just mistimed his run. Dallas, just as well. It was offside, Dave. Would have been choked. That wasn't 2-0.
Yeah.
Now ball played down the left-hand side for McCormack. McCormack has come over to the wing. He's beaten Odubajo. He plays the ball back inside to Guthrie. Guthrie being closed down by Pritchard. Now ball back out to McCormack. Level with that penalty area over on that far side. Good run into the box. Tunnicliffe is there. He's been forced away from goal. Toumani Diagouraga doing really well to stay with him. McCormack again, back inside to Guthrie. Guthrie can shoot from long range, but he doesn't that time. Tries to chip it forward and no one read it. And Button gets Brentford going with a ball out to Bidwell on this left-hand side. Andre Gray looks to make a run, decides against it, and Brentford keeping the ball in the centre of the park. And there is a little magician on it again, is Alex Pritchard. He goes back to Diagouraga, then wide to Odubajo. Odubajo inside to Pritchard. Pritchard has got Douglas free. Dougie, will he have a go here? Dougie, edge of the box, tries a 1-2 with Dallas. Oh, nearly back to Douglas. Tried a little back flick, didn't quite come off. Dougie doesn't seem to like to shoot from just outside the box, Dave. Great challenge there by Tarkowski, by the way.
He was taking no prisoners there, was he?
I think that was a case. Call it Woodrose and then, OK, I know you're there.
He talks quite near. He's got huge legs, hasn't he?
Yeah, very strong
like
thighs.
Tree trunks.
And there he is, nice little deft touch that time to Pritchard, then back to Harley Dean eventually, goes all the way back to David Button. Short to Toumani, hasn't controlled that well, it bounced up and hit him on his head, goes back to Button. Button that time gets great elevation. Andre Gray against Budorov, and there's Turner who wins everything in the middle. Now, Diagouraga, good control that time, gets the shout from his midfielders that he's the man to take it, and he did. And Brentford looking to build again. Now here's Pritchard. Pritchard 30 yards outside the box, plays the ball to Hotter. Hotter will try and get on his left foot, goes square to Douglas. Great ball through. Oh, Dallas has let it run across him. Keeps it in play. That was an opportunity. Keeps on his feet. Bidwell's there if he wants to find him. Bidwell back towards Douglas, edge of the box, short with Hotter. Hotter spins. Oh, Gray. They're appealing for a penalty. Nothing given. He's gone to deck. That was a half chance, Dave Morley.
Yeah, it was a half chance.
And he looked like he come out of his box there. That's what they're appealing for. He come out of his box. Jonathan Douglas saying, I'll never touch him. This is Bettinelli with the ball.
Yeah, he's given the foul against him.
He's given the foul against as well.
I say Andre Gray seemed to sort of go over the outstretched leg, but the outstretched leg was there long before Gray was.
But if Stuart Dallas controls that first time, he could have scored and doubled our lead. Now it's Douglas charging through. Ball over the top for Andre Gray. Will he go for goal first time? No one up there helping. He has to hold the ball up. still with it, plays it back towards Pritchard, leaves it for Dallas. Dallas, right foot, takes a shot. Oh yes! What a goal by Stuart Dallas! This is goal of the season!
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable goal by Stuart Dallas!
What a fantastic
Right in the bottom right corner. Fantastic shot. It's Fulham 0, Brentford 2 in the 59th minute, right in front of the Brentford fans. And Dave Morley, if that doesn't win goal of the season, I'll be amazed.
We thought the first goal was good, but that goal was something else. It really was. I would say that was better than Hotter's winner against Fulham.
Or against Cardiff. That was my previous one, but in front of the Brentford fans. Well, Andre Gray held it up well. He tried to play it back to Pritchard. Pritchard couldn't quite get there. Left it for Dallas. Dallas took one touch and wow, left his boot right in the far corner, going straight across goal as we're looking at Bettinelli. He was in a different postcode. Tarkowski back to Button. 60 minutes gone, half an hour away from what will be a fantastic victory. Here's Odebejo. What a run by Odebejo up towards the edge of the box. Gets it to Hotter. Hotter can make this three. He's gone back to Judge. Judge square to Douglas. Douglas out to his left-hand side. Dallas across to the far post. Who's there? Oh, it's just gone behind. And they're appealing in the box that Andre Gray was pulled down. And the referee, well, he's under interrogation from a few Brentford players, but he doesn't want to know.
I mean, he was manhandled, but he made a meal of it, didn't he? And I think that's probably what put the referee off. But that happens anywhere else on the park, Mark. That's a free kick. Yeah.
Look at that scene. That scene. Brentford fans bouncing up and down. That really is something. Bees up, Fulham down. And if we weren't up in the press area for the first goal, I can assure you we were for that one.
I was stunned, Mark. I really was.
I couldn't believe it when it hit the back of the net. Loved it. You will love to watch that goal again and again and again and again. You're probably out on auto for half an hour. It's amazing strike by Dallas. Off comes Cauley Woodrow. They are going to go with this plan B. Matt Smith. McCormack moves up with him. They're going to go 4-4-2. And they're going to ask a few questions. They'll go in direct. Hotter out to this left-hand side to Bidwell. Plays it back into his own half. Dallas back towards Bidwell. Here is the hero of the moment, Dallas, on the board. Then there's Tarkowski out towards Dougie on this left-hand side to Judge. Judge has just lost the ball there, allowed it to run across him. And they play the ball out onto the far side. Fulham, it's a little bit too heavy and it just runs out for a throw. 62 minutes gone.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the amount of ground Moses made up there. I mean, he was 15 yards off that ball and he was the first one there.
Moses plays it back towards Button. Upfield. It's one back on the chest, says the referee, of Stuart Dallas.
Certainly had a good view of it, the referee, because he was right on top of it, wasn't he?
Douglas back to Dallas. Is he going to go for a hat-trick? No, he plays it wide to Hotter. Brentford going for the jugular here. Hotter, edge of the box, plays it back to Dallas. Dallas for his hat-trick. No, goes short to Judge instead. Chipped up, looking for Dallas. You felt there he would have been better off having a go for goal. He had the time. Great header by Tarkowski. He's been fantastic for Brentford this afternoon. As has Harley Dean. Yeah, but they're going to be tested.
Tarks has been back to his old self, hasn't he?
Here's Odebejo. Down the right channel, there's Hotter over on the far side. Hotter keeps the ball in play, looking for options. Plays it back to Judge. Judge back to Odebejo. Back to Judge again, just outside the box. Here's Hotter. Hotter closed down. Hotter on his left foot, plays it back to... This could be the third. Oh, it's put over from 7 yards out by Andre Gray. That was the game there, Dave.
It really was, but...
What a move. What a wonderful move.
It came to him so fast, and, you know...
You've got to score from those, Dave. You must take your chances.
I was just giving the benefit of the doubt there, Mark. It did come to him very quick.
But that was a gilt-edged opportunity for the game. Wonderful play, patient build-up from Brentford, absolutely superb. Andre Gray has lost the ball. He was waiting for Judge to take it off him. And now here goes Kachaniclis down their left-hand side against Moses Odebejo. Goes to deck. Remember, Moses has been booked. Now here's Husband into the box. Oh, was he tripped there? And it's a penalty. Well, I think Toumani Diagra put his foot in there, then he went to pull it away and the player went over. That was Husband. We'll have to have a look at that one again. They're in discussion with the referee. That was a brave decision. He didn't seem too sure about it, to be honest, the referee.
Yeah, I wondered whether he actually got the ball, but...
Oh, let's have a look at it again. I wonder if they will play it again. We are going to see this one now. Husband unchallenged into the box. Toumani.
Got the ball.
He did get the ball.
Got the ball.
Let's have a look at it again just to make sure. I think he got the ball. Possibly a little bit of the man as well. It's going to be McCormack to take it. Yeah, didn't, maybe from the referee's angle, didn't get enough on it. Just got a bit of it. David Button, big moment for him. McCormack comes up now and he scores. Button goes to his right. McCormack goes down the left-hand side. Fulham 1, Brentford 2, and that Andre Gray miss now seems massive.
Yeah, well, still got the upper hand, Mark, so let's not be in despair yet.
And that was totally against the run of play. Brentford have been dominating since that second goal. And that was unfortunately all happened from when we were in possession of the ball. Andre Gray had it and Judge came to pick the ball off him and just played it straight back into Fulham's possession.
Yeah.
Button up towards Gray. Gray back towards down to Judge. Sorry, Judge has fallen over in the middle and he's gone in for a challenge there. And Brentford have won it back fairly with numbers. Here's Dallas. Dallas has done really well to hurdle that challenge. He's cutting infield. Dallas still with it. Plays out to Gray. Oh, it's just intercepted there by Turner. Turner took a chance. If he doesn't get there, there's two Brentford players there. Hotter and Gray can walk the ball into the goal. Well done, Harley Dean. Intercepted that one. He's coming upfield now. Chips it through. He's still going, Harley Dean. Foot high there. Nothing given by the referee. You're going to get the crescendo of noise every time Fulham come forward. Here's Hoogland. Ball over the top. Matt Smith is there. Goes for the far corner. Button is off his line. But fortunately, it's gone a yard wide. That's on target, Davis. 2-2.
Yeah. I think you give Harley the benefit of the doubt there. He just did enough to put Smith off.
Yeah. He's a handful, Matt Smith. They're playing Smith on this right-hand side, McCormack out on the left. Barton clears it upfield to this left-hand side. Thing with Toumani is I'm not sure it was in an area that he necessarily needed to challenge, probably trying to just get a block in, but the player was running out of a little bit of space there. I think he got some of the ball, Dave, possibly not enough for the referee, but really you probably only need to get the ball, a little bit of the ball first to be enough by the letter of the law, but the referee maybe didn't see it. Here's Hotter on that far side trying to beat his man, just pulling Husband back. Husband's the one, he's trying to get him booked again there. That's what he was doing in the first half.
I don't know why the referee had to stop play there, because Fulham was still in a strong position there, so I don't know why he called him back. Suits us, but...
Bettinelli goes forward and that's a foul there. Tarkowski against Smith, 5 yards outside the box. McCormack will fancy this one.
I just wonder how much the referees see of that. I really do, because to me that was just two players coming together.
Yeah, it's giving them a lifeline back into the game, and it's all Fulham now.
Yeah, even on the replay there, Mark, there wasn't
not
a lot in
there.
that.
Well, the magic phone making an appearance. Kacanicic over this one. Kacinic goes for goal himself. That's 10 yards over the bar. Just what you wanted.
Yeah, keep them there all day long. I don't know what Andre Gray was getting agitated for there, but he could obviously see something no one else could see.
Well, I can see a little bit more activity there on the benches. Are we going to see some more changes soon? Ball out onto this left-hand side. Fulham did really well to keep this one in. Guthrie in possession now. Fulham have got a lot of confidence. The ball over the top. Kacinic is through here. Great challenge by Harley Dean. Terrific challenge. And then Tarkowski plays it against Fofana. What a great challenge. If Harley Dean mistimes that, that's another penalty for McCormack.
Well, it's been a penalty and a sending off, I think.
Yeah.
We're putting ourselves under pressure here, unnecessarily.
Go back to that, moments in games. Andre Gray scores, and that is game over. And that could have seen a complete capitulation, but Judge wins the ball back in the midfield with Diagouraga. Now can he play the right ball through here? It's won back by Fulham well, but Odubajo will get to the next ball. He's charging down the right hand side. Judge is out in the wing. He finds Judge. Judge plays it into the box, and it's headed away by Budarov. Picked up by Diagouraga again. This is what Brentford want, a bit of pressure back at Fulham. Odubajo, 15 yards outside the box, just slows things down. Finds Hotter. Hotter coming back towards his own goal, facing his own goal, and finds Judge on the wing. Now there's Odubajo. Odubajo just outside the box. A few tricks from the England under-20s international. Finds Diagouraga. They're working hard for them to close us down. Oh, and it should be a foul there. Yeah, and it is a foul. Brentford have...
Well, I don't want to hang on though, Mark. I want to sort of go ahead and carry on and dominate it.
Up goes Smith. Smith is there to the ball first, and it's beaten Diagouraga. He's onto the ball again. Little nudge by Judge. Silly place to give a ball away. Free kick about 20 yards outside the penalty area. They won't score from here. But
Judge is trying to get himself booked there.
They tried to take it quickly. They have done. It's come back off Dallas. Now comes to Fofana. Edge of the box. Plays it back to Hoogland. Hoogland tries to play it to the far post, but good defending by Bidwell. Just gets enough on it. Back to Hoogland again. Ball then played inside Fofana. Kacinic in the centre of the park to Fofana, looking for the run of Hoogland. Back to Guthrie. Guthrie, who's playing a little bit deeper now. A sort of back flick down the line. Kacinic again to Jonathan Douglas. He's beaten Jonathan Douglas. Gets on his left foot. Tries to play it to the near post. It was a wrong ball. Plenty of men over on the far side. Played totally the wrong idea there. And now here is Judge, who peels away on his left-hand side. Kills it beautifully, Judge. All the Brentford fans up. Judge into the box. This would be a memorable goal. Goes for the near post. And he's just taken deflection and broken away. And that wasn't far away. Yeah. And the keeper was totally beaten. That's only gone into the side netting. It's missed by about 1.5 feet in the end. Bettinelli had gone the other way as it's come off Hoogland's foot. And it could have sneaked in there at the near post, and Brentford could just run the clock down here a little bit. 75 minutes gone. It's Fulham 1, Brentford 2. Are coasting to victory at Nottingham Forest. Ball played out by Kavanagh. Well done, Jonathan Douglas gets enough of it, and Bidwell just keeps it in play down this left-hand side, gets up to the halfway line. Hoogland does enough to help it back to Kavanagh. Kavanagh now comes across pitch looking for Tunnicliffe. Oh, it's sliced by Tarkowski, but fortunately Harley Dean's won it back, and now Brentford are breaking at pace with Judge. Judge out to Hotter. Hotter on that right-hand side. He's got Husbands gone with him. Great pace by Hotter, still into the box. It's one back by Husband. He plays it calmly away to Danny Guthrie. And now here's Kavanagh. They're looking to try and play a ball over the top to Smith. There is the big ball inside. Smith with the header, looking for the run of McCormack. McCormack against Dean. Dean just nudges him. Edge of the box, back to McCormack. Ball in the box, here's Smith. Oh, it's another penalty, nothing given. I must say, that did look a penalty to me, Dave Morley.
Well, if it did, Mark, it makes up for
Oh, and then Judge. That's a bad challenge by Judge on the far side. Right on the far side. Well, we'll have to see that one again. A yellow card for Judge. That's his 9th of the season, I think. Have to just check on that.
Yeah, I
It's
just
his
see the,
7th of the season.
I just see the replay there, Mark, and I don't think there was a lot in that, to be quite honest, for the penalty. Nasty tackle by Judge, though.
Yeah, it was a nasty one. Oh, I didn't see that, the replay, but when it first happened, the referee made it quite clear, nothing given. A free kick comes in now. Button's off his line. Button has spilt it, but he's got the decision as the ball's played in the back of the net. And quite rightly so, he was clattered there by Matt Smith. Thought about it. It's gone back to Tarkowski and then back to Button. Button then back out to Tarkowski on this left-hand side. Short ball to Alan Judge. Out to Tommy Smith on this left-hand side. Now Judge again, edge of the box, just nudged off it. Budarov with the foul.
I think Alan Judge will be taking this as well.
Have gone on the clock behind the goal. Up he comes now, Judge. To the near post. Yes!
Yes!
Well, a goal by Alan Judge! In off the underside of the bar. It rattles down and over the line into the back of the net. And Brentford have won here in the derby at Craven Cottage with 3 superlative goals this afternoon. And the genial Irishman, what a time to get his 2nd of the season.
It's too early to say that, Mark.
Right on cue there, Dave.
Oh, what a fantastic free kick, really was. Goalkeeper had no chance at all. Fulham supporters are leaving in their drones, they really are.
Absolutely fantastic, right in front of the Bees fans. Did he enjoy that? Five additional minutes. Here's Turner. Budarov gave away that free kick. Tarkowski, well, he probably didn't get the shout there from Button. Button's on the ball now. Gets the ball back from Diagaraga, who's been absolutely fantastic in midfield. There's Michael Turner with a header down. Brentford need the points here. The results are not going our way. These top 8 teams are just making this a fantastic division this year.
It's so exciting, Mark, isn't it? It really is. And, you know, who says we can't finish top 2? I know it's a real long shot, but if we just keep going, we could do anything.
Michael Turner. Oh, there's a flare's gone off away to our left. You probably heard that. Ball chipped over the top and long. He's got to be offside, surely, as Bettinelli comes and heads it clear. Hoogland, that's too heavy. That's a shocking pass by Hoogland.
No, that's a good pass, Mark.
Well, for us it is. It's just what we want. 1 minute of additional time.
I can't read.
What 3 fantastic goals today.
Really are.
Balls play forward, edge of the box, up goes Smith. There's Odubejo, who's there first, and he launches that one high, does really well to keep it in play. Michael Turner looks to kill it, and Chris Long is there helping out, but it's Douglas who wins it back now. Here comes Hotter charging down that right hand side. Just showed a little bit too much of it to Nikolai Budarov. But the ball deep inside the Fulham half. They do get it forward now. Tarkowski with a header. He's been fantastic this afternoon. There's Michael Turner defending well. They get the ball out to Kavanagh on that far side. A little bit of time for Harley Dean to launch this one across the other side of the park, looking for Tommy Smith as Hoogland heads it back to Bettinelli. Bees up Fulham down from the Bees fans away to our left. Great cushion header by Jonathan Douglas. Great pass by him out to Tommy Smith on this left-hand side. Brentford plays some nice football here at the death, but Bidwell's just been beaten to it. Hoogland wins it back. Lovely touch by McCormack there. He's back on the ball again now, down this left-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, that should have been 3-2. Great defending there by Tarkowski. Just does enough to ease Matt Smith out off the ball. And Dave, I'm going to give you the man of the match decision in a second. I've got a few candidates of mine, but I'm going to let you make one unprompted. Who's getting it?
I've made my mind up, Mark, but I'll talk you through it. I mean, I think if Alex Pritchard had stayed on for the full 90 minutes, he was a very, very strong candidate. Stuart Dallas, 2 superb goals that really won the match for us. But I'm going for Toumani Diagouraga, so I think he's controlled midfield for us today.
He's one of my candidates. He's been absolutely superb. There's been a few. Now here's Judge on this left-hand side. Judge into the box. Hotter with a goal! It's the fourth! Four fantastic goals here at Craven Cottage! Wow! Great ball across by Judge, and there's Hotter on the half volley, just passes it into the back of the net. Incredible. Behind the goal, the Brentford fans are just loving it. Fulham 1, Brentford 4.